Hello everyone, welcome to AJun's adventure. Today, we're going to uncover a tale of family, fortune, and a bizarre murder mystery. Aunt slammed the waiver on the table. AJun looked like he saw a ghost. Aunt used the excuse of a child studying abroad to settle in Boston, find a lover, and doesn't plan to return. Talk about being the ultimate Boston student. There's no way AJun would sign that agreement. After all, he didn't have time for a murder scene party. The glasses Professor Zhu wore on the day he died were intact, better protected than Lao Yang's teeth. Lao Yang glanced at the photo and quipped, "These glasses were definitely swapped. Just like my lunch got taken by the intern." Lao Yang suggested a second autopsy, but without brain photos. It was like looking for missing keys, driving him insane. He refused the second autopsy because digging up the body wouldn't be appropriate, like rummaging through a menu for too long. Aunt marched over, demanding a second autopsy. She had to know which ear offed her husband. The implication was as clear as day. If the culprit was AJun, the inheritance would be all his. Now that takes guts. In the lobby, Paul insisted the key to Professor X's case was, where did the sandbag go? If that sandbag gets found, the truth could be jaw-dropping, as everyone chimed in. Only Cold Eye quietly commented as he watched Lao Yang being taken away by police, like watching his last pizza slice get taken. Professor Jin caught up with Vice Dean Jiang, grumbling about how the public attorney was his student, who couldn't even recall the law codes correctly. Vice Dean Jiang replied that current professors can't defend. Professor Jin sighed, "This law school needs a serious makeover." Professor Jin had hoped that the dean would assist with submitting his application, but unfortunately, he was rejected. It seems that Dean Jiang was not in a particularly good mood today. "Junior, you need to steer clear of this mess," Dean Jiang advised. But Professor Jin felt his death was linked to that video, and this guy was as keen as a bloodhound. Just an hour ago, AJun revealed his uncle's email password for a mock trial. He intended to find evidence, but dug up deleting video emails a plot twist. He shot a high offer to that email to buy the video out. I bet the other side was laughing and couldn't refuse. On the day Professor Zhu passed, AJun got a reply, revealing it was proof of Zhu fleeing after hitting someone with his car. AJun immediately forwarded it to Professor Yang. It was as thrilling as a cat catching a mouse. He sought out his uncle specifically to inquire about the traffic accident case that occurred in 2011, and Professor Zhu was left utterly shocked by it. That day, the mountain in AJun's mind crumbled, and Lai Mahao popped up like a ghost. In a fit of rage, AJun charged forward and threw a punch at Lai Mahao. He wanted to send him flying. Lai Mahao wiped the corner of his mouth and said, "My blood is super precious, you know." AJun turned to leave, only to overhear, "Professor Zhu always had a spare pair of glasses in his car." The glasses case returned to the dorm, and AJun began to wonder if this professor was really a detective. Just then, AJun noticed the glasses case was missing from under his bed and called the glasses shop. Lao Liu was listening to the phone recording. Just 20 minutes before Professor Zhu died, the story he carried was nostalgic. He hung up before finishing his sentence. What a rush. Meanwhile, surveillance showed he indeed wore rimless glasses. Could the murderer not be the elder, but AJun instead? Oh boy, what a twist. Cole looks confirmed. Everyone on the first floor was just chatting gossip, rumors flying. Lao Liu called AJun into the office, anxiously asking, "Did you kill anyone or not?" AJun simply smiled, thinking, "I'm not an accomplice, don't drag me down with you." Even if two suspects surfaced, it would just embarrass the police. What a hilariously awkward case. That tiger roared, exclaiming, "You people in the legal profession are so unreliable." A shadow drifted through the prison corridor, while Lao Yang was relishing his rare shower time. Just when he was oblivious, a knife suddenly pounced from behind, almost shocking him to death. "Lao Yang, long time no see," a familiar voice called out, as if playing a prank on him. The returning criminal entered as if scripted, blood splattering, while the nearby clinic was in full rescue mode. Paula's mum went grocery shopping, leaving little Zeng at home, accidentally bumping into ghostly Lai Mahao. Professor Jin rushed to the hospital immediately in search of answers, and the medical staff promptly informed him that Lao Yang's current condition was truly tragic. Though the knife didn't hit vital organs, it was too far from the hospital, and he had lost too much blood. It was heartbreaking. The blood expert's reading was ridiculously low, and donors were just waiting for their expensive confirmation call. Upon hearing this, Professor Jin collapsed. It felt just like a scene out of a TV drama. The coffin was dug up for a second examination. What a nail-biting moment. Time seemed to slow, and Professor Jin never felt it crawl so much. As darkness fell, his anxiety peaked, and he simply couldn't wait for the blood donors to show up.